it's going to really be too hard to do this without smoking. This is a variable. Everybody has this idea that there's going to be certain activities or certain events or certain routines that they're just not going to be able to do without being able to smoke cigarettes. And what's often an individual is going to find is the things that they are most worried about, that they weren't going to be able to do, those aren't going to be the hardest times when they first quit smoking. The things that they really are worried about will often turn out to be much simpler than they thought they were going to be. And I already have 2 videos addressing this issue. I'm going to attach it into the description here. One of them is I'm not joining this clinic, and that's about a woman who thought she could never get through a party without smoking. And then another one on productivity issues, on how I'll never be productive without smoking. And that one goes into these kind of issues too. But with this video, I want to discuss what really people find are often going to be the most difficult times initially after they quit. And it's not the ones that they are considering. In fact, it's times that they think it's going to be real easy. It's when they have nothing they have to do. Those are often the trickiest times for people, when they absolutely have nothing that they have to do without a cigarette, and they don't know how to do that. You'll find people the week they quit smoking will start cleaning areas that they never cleaned before. They'll try to find every bit of busy work that they can just to keep themselves occupied, because they honestly don't know how to sit still and take a break without a cigarette. You'll see some people exhausting themselves after they quit smoking, trying to do, one activity after another and not taking any kind of rest at all, because as soon as they do, that's when they used to light up a cigarette. When they'd finish routines, when they'd finished activities, they'd have to have a cigarette. They went long without smoking. And now they can, again, lead themselves to total exhaustion because they're afraid they can't do, nothing. They are afraid they can't take a break without smoking. It's hard, yes, but it's something you have to do. You can't just keep busy for the rest of your life. You can't keep going on with this fear that I can never take this break without a cigarette now. Everything you did as a smoker, everything you did as a smoker, you can do as an ex-smoker. That includes doing nothing. To be able to take a break, to take a rest, to take a nap, to wake up from the nap, you could do all these things without a cigarette. But you will learn this the same way you learned how to do all your other daily activities, your work routines, your preparation for going to work. You learned all these things because you were forced to do them. Your livelihood depended on it, or your family responsibilities. You were forced to do them early on. You learned how to do it. You learned that you could do it, and you got over the anxiety that it can be done without smoking. Now it's the same thing with doing nothing. You've got to get over that anxiety. But the only way you do that is by giving yourself these breaks when the time comes, and not taking a cigarette. The longer you go and the more that you do, and in this case, the more that you don't do without taking a cigarette, the more you prove to yourself your life is going on. It's going on just as well as before without cigarettes being in the picture. And to keep it that way, to stay being a successful former smoker for the rest of your life, doing all you did and being able to take rests the same way you did before, to be able to keep that lifestyle as an ongoing basis, is as simple as making and sticking to a personal commitment to never take another puff.